All right, let's talk about the series. Uh, I've I remember when I said an episode when I made the first episode review of the series. I see. I even titled it after that, and I basically my thumbnail clearly said my feelings on this series. This episode makes me go. It hits me even deeper in my feelings, like for real. Like I don't mind the yandere stuff that happened. Okay, I mean yes, it is. It is. To be honest, after watching Future Diary, that yandere stuff is definitely nothing compared to the Future Diary yandere stuff. Like that shit is that's on a completely different level. Okay, that's on a completely different level. But I want to talk about what happened throughout the whole episode because the whole episode, most of the whole episode, was messed up, and the only thing that I think a good point from this episode was there were only few normal characters in this episode, and that were the people who were beating up. I'm surprised I have to say this, okay, but the people who were beating up Mitsubishi because or whatever his name is, because I feel like that's those type of people, like the goons and everything. He they were acting like a normal goons, like that's basically how goons work. And then we got the weird people. Like what? Like what? Excuse me. Like throughout the whole episode, I just saw weirdness spreading throughout it. And to begin with, let's talk about our boy, uh, teacher. A boy teacher, yeah, that's good. Our boy teacher. Wow, that's a good name. But yeah, let's talk about the teacher. What the hell did I just watch with her? Like, he literally licked his laptop because Sato's photo was on it. And I'm like, how much greedy can you be? I mean, you already have a wife. I mean, come on, dude. Even if you keep it a secret, you already have a wife. And I'm pretty sure this guy must be smashing her all night. I'm pretty sure about it. but this just keeps getting weird when I see that kind of stuff happen. I'm like, how much greedy can you be? Like, how much thirsty is this guy? Like, what? Like, excuse me, sir? Like, are you good? Turn this aside. Let's move on to the next part that got me weirded out again. And that was our boy, the blonde haired boy. I just I just feel so conflicted watching him do that stuff. I'm like, dude, she's like what 1 or 2 years old. She has to be 1 or 2 years old because she basically doesn't have that kind of memory to stay. She doesn't have a stable memory like this episode kind of implies. Like she doesn't have a stable memory because she forgot about her mother and everything. So she was like 1 or 2 years old. So that's a stage where you don't have a stable memory because you don't normally dig in the stuff that's important to you. Like only stuff that's very important to you, you will remember that from that age, in that age. But like once you grow up to be like a little older, that's when you start like remembering everything that's happening to you. You get to start understand your environment and stuff. But this child has to be like 1 or 2 years old that Sato is holding. So because that's a stage where normally you don't have. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. Anime logic, my assumption may be wrong. Who knows? But anyways, moving on to our next one. Yes, he. I. Are you kidding me? Like you, this guy's a pedo. Move on to the next one. I know. I just said this guy's a pedo and just said move on to the next one because I really don't have any words to say to him. Like I just feel conflicted. That's all I'm gonna say. Now moving on to the next one. Uh, uh, yeah, main character. She's wiping blood. I don't think much. Moving on to the next one. Yeah, I know. I literally have no words to say. I'm weirded out from the series. That's how messed up my head is right now because I really don't have anything to say to these characters. They're just messed up. And before anybody says a messed up series name, that I've already watched something like Higurashi or something like. What else? What else is a messed up series? Um, let's see. Higurashi is. I would recommend watching Higurashi. It's pretty messed up. Another? Because like before people say I do watch messed up series, okay, but this is not messed up. This is rather creepy for me. Like it's not like in a way it's not a messed up series for me because I've seen pretty messed up stuff, like pretty bad ones, and this compared to that, this feels like a pedophile series because you just see that there are pedos left and right. So it's like it feels like that series to me rather than a messed up series. Like this series feels more like a weird series to me because it's just so weird. And the messed up stuff about this series is I would say the yandere mode. That's the only thing that would be messed in this series because she's whenever she gets into yandere mode. mm, Oh yeah, the main characters. hmm But yeah. Next thing. If you want to speak about next thing, the most weird stuff is when I checked at a number like the remaining minutes and it said like there were 2 more minutes remaining rather than 1 minute 30 seconds, which is normally the ending song for Happy Sugar Life. So I skipped to the end, and all I see is one of the employees is basically getting turned on by Sato's clothes. Lesbian. It's Yuri. That's all I can say. Yuri. I have no other words. I have no other words to that. So yeah. Yeah, let me know what you think about this series because I don't feel like watching it anymore because it's weirding me out. Like it's not that it's messing my head or anything. It's weirding me out rather. Like it's making me not to watch the series. It's making me go like I really don't want to watch this series because of all the pedophilia that I'm seeing all around. And I don't mind seeing like the Yuri stuff or anything, but it's all regarding child, and I'm like, dude, how can you be so messed up, and how can you just have so many characters that just go after a kid basically? Like, jeez, I'm like, I just don't know about that. So at least once, if the series shows me a normal character, I will say that I like the series. I would not say that. I will definitely not say I like the series because after seeing the stuff that's been shown to me in the first few episodes, I feel conflicted. Like my feelings feel hurt. I feel conflicted. I feel like pride is dying. I'm watching the series, and I still continue to watch the series because I don't know why. It just happens. Just happens. So yeah, let me know what you think about it, and I'll see you next week. As always, peace.